How's it going, guys? Nathan from the DIY Garage, and today we got the valve cover from the 50s kit in, the M56. We just quickly ran to the parts washer and we pulled off the trays. That's two little trays here, and parts washed all that out. It's not perfect, but we're not looking for perfect. We're looking for something that's going to work. And yeah, that's pretty much it. It has these little tiny bolts in there that I would suspect if you'd ever break one of those, you'd never be able to find another one. So they weren't in there tight at all. We just snugged them all up real careful like, and then you put the little guy here back on real quick. I'm gonna go ahead and do that and flip it over, and I'll show you the other side of it. Okay, so here we are. He actually gave me two CCV diaphragms with it. As you guys know, this one actually has it on the top of the valve cover. So I'll probably clean up the second one if it's good, throw it on the shelf and mark it in case we need a replacement. Also, the guy from Russia is selling these on eBay too. They're 22 bucks. I'll put a link in the description if I could find it. It took me a little while to find it last time. Same as my Mini Cooper video. It might even be the same exact diaphragm itself. Okay, so basically this lays in the cap. You want to inspect all this for any kind of rips or tears. It's a little grimy. I just ran to the parts washer. I didn't want to scrub on it real hard. I didn't want to break that rubber down, and put a little bit of lithium grease on it and wiped it all down. And then it has a little spring that goes in just like that. Then it has a tab right there, and that tab is going to line up here, and that should, probably can't do this one-handed, that should line up with that, no problem. And there you are, reinstalled. And this one has two tabs broken. It should be fine though. If it's not, we'll make other provisions to get that fixed. Also on top of this one, it has two tabs right here for the plastic cover, which we do not have that plastic cover. That's not that big of a deal for my purposes. It's about $90 more. This swap's already getting way too expensive. Doing reading now, they're actually saying not to use the main harness for M56, to go ahead and use the M54 harness and just put the M56 plugs on to plug into these triangle coils. So you guys remember before, these have triangle coils. M54 has square coils like this that actually bolt in. So the plan was to get this thing cleaned up today. That's cleaned up and ready to go. We'll go and set this on the shelf. The valve cover gasket, the coil packs, all that stuff should be here in a couple days, and I'll do a complete video on this swap. A lot of you guys are interested in this swap. The hardest part of this swap is finding the metal cover. And then what I want to get done this evening on this guy is all this taken back apart. Valve covers, timing covers, all run to the parts washer and get that far with it. That way tomorrow I could drop the timing blocks on it, make a video for you guys at that point, and put it back together, and hopefully we're done with that. And I think on this X5 we're just down to fiddling with those exhaust clamps, trying to get those to stop leaking, and hopefully there is no leak up here at the manifold. Hopefully it's just all those clamps. And I think other than that, put the sway bar back in it. Just some little tiny tidbit stuff, buff the headlights. I think we're down to a few cosmetic things. And we also have all the handles for the green X5 in, you know, that kind of stuff too. Well, I was gonna end the video and still had some daylight left. I was sitting there just looking at this turd. I thought, well, I'll just go and rip it back apart. That way tomorrow, all I gotta do is clean up the gaskets, clean up the surfaces, put it in time, and put it back together. About 18 minutes into it, and she's apart. Getting a lot faster at it. Gonna set a world record. Not that anybody wants to or cares to challenge that world record, but there it is. So yeah, we got her all apart, got the timing chain covers and everything off. Now tomorrow, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and put the jig on for the cam tensioner, the main chain tensioner I should say. Then I'm gonna turn it over and drop the pin in the crank, And at that point in time, I'll break all the bolts loose, the 2 cam bolts loose. And we'll have to pull that intake cam bolt totally out, carburetor cleaner, spray some air in the hole, and re-Loctite it again. And hopefully they come apart pretty easy. Last time they weren't too bad. I thought it was going to be impossible to bust those loose, but it really wasn't that bad. They had red Loctite on them. So yeah, look for tomorrow's video. Hopefully this thing is up and running. We'll see. That's all for today's video, guys. Not much going on today, just playing some catch-up work and trying to get some stuff done. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later. Alright, guys. I was going to finish the video with that timing set up, and it's the next day, by the way. I think I'm going to go ahead and make that a whole separate video because it really doesn't have anything to do with the M62, I'm sorry, the M54, M56 valve cover swap. It's kind of totally different. But what we do have here today is an unboxing, and this is another light bar. You guys see my light bar videos before. Some of you guys like those. I don't know, review stuff doesn't do too good on the channel. It just depends on what it is, really. This is more automotive, so it probably does. This is from a company called AUDEW, A-U-D-E-W, AUDEW. And this is a 12-inch light. Pull it out of here real quick. 12-inch light bar, and this is for boat, ATV, even a car. And what struck me about this, it actually has mounts on the bottom and not on the ends. So it's a lot easier to mount. Let's set that out right there. And then it has these little swivel mounts right here that mount to those things. This is a $29 light. It's a pretty cheap. I'll have the link in the description. Check their website out, audew.com. And then they give you some nice hardware with it. Slide that down out of the way, like so. And basically, this is a spot. And the one I have on the Sequoia, that big aux beam, that's a spot / flood combo. For driving, you pretty much have to have that. That lets you see really far away. I have a little write-up here on it. So this is the AUDEW 12-inch 72-watt light bar, 7200 lumens, extremely bright spot combo light. It is 100% waterproof for off-road ATV truck boat lamp, and it's $29.69 on their website. So let's go ahead and power this baby up and see what we got. And let me share with you too, on those big light bars, this one probably doesn't matter, it's pretty small. On like a 42 or 52, I have noticed if you get the cheap $6 wiring harness kit, it's not strong enough to run the light at full operating brightness. We just figured that out on the Sequoia. After doing a little diagnostics, they do sell a higher dollar, I don't know if it's a 60 amp kit. It's like 20 bucks, a higher grade kit. I don't know if AUDEW sells that or not. Go on their website and check it out. They might already know about this, but by doing some testing this weekend on my 42 inch, the heavier switch kit definitely works better. In fact, I'll put a link in the description from Amazon on that. So let me go and turn this thing on, try not to shine it right in the camera. We just have a little thing inside here. There we go. You probably can't see nothing on the camera, but it's pretty decent. Might be asking a lot on my little converter there, but too bad. You can't see it on the camera. The camera auto dims it, but it's pretty decent. So that was definitely more of a four-wheeler application there. Obviously, you're not going to put a 42 or 52 inch on your four-wheeler or boat. I guess you could, but so yeah, go ahead and check them out, guys. $29 spot and floodlight combo. Thanks for watching.